channel. Those who are watching us via stream, enjoy yourselves. Our technical team will be posting important links to the evaluation for your certificates. And then for the score sheets for the best presenter from the following clusters. So we have the health cluster, business cluster, humanities cluster, creative and JASM cluster. And now, to formally take off our festival this morning, it is our honor and pleasure to invite our beloved Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences and the Research Development Director, full Professor Dr. Leonardo Munalim, to deliver his opening address. Dr. Munalim, please take away our virtual podium.
Thank you, Professor Gutierrez. How are you? You look good today.
Thank you very much, sir. I certainly do, and you also.
Thank you. To the University President, Mr. Marco Alfredo M. Benitez, to the Chancellor and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Felina Young, my fellow deans and program chairs, PWU faculty members, both in the tertiary and basic education, JASMs, virtual audiences, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The massive disruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic has allowed us to pause for a moment and reflect on the inherent value of research writing, publication, and dissemination. The pandemic reminds us all over and over again the need for research, innovation, discovery, linkages, and networking. The pandemic likewise foreshadows our responsibility for the future. Thus, we ask so many questions, and one of the questions is, what opportunities can be seized to address the needs of the society, especially that we have become spectators of the sufferings of others? This essential question, of course, has consequently raised many enduring questions. To mention one, what research should we produce and share? The answer to this question is, of course, yours. And the answer to this question entails a shift in our mindset to place greater focus on research and publication that truly matter, not just research for requirements, promotion, and personal prestige. For sure, our best research policy is to never stop researching as we create and design a future for you and me that we believe is beneficial to all of us. We live in an epoch when the creation of knowledge is not only an individual responsibility, but a collective endeavor. We need research outputs that will propel us closer toward an ideal future. We never stop thinking. We never stop writing. It is in these backdrops, ladies and gentlemen, to assert that this 2021 research colloquy entitled Impact 2021, a PWU Research Festival Beyond Borders, is yet another affirmation of the PWU's unflagging commitment to amalgamating the body of current knowledge with its eclectic orientation and to providing the best venue for all the researchers and scholars for research dissemination. I believe that these research conference papers resonate the PWU's strong resolve to a pluralistic orientation in its research tuition learning process, both in the undergraduate and graduate levels, especially that we have undergraduate presenters today, because we have the collective responsibility for the better humanity. May all of our ennobling qualities underlying our revitalized research culture at the Philippine Women's University allow us to move to a higher echelon of knowledge construction and generation with or without any social crisis. Enjoy yourselves in this research conference. Have a great day and take care of yourself. Thank you, Dr. Gutierrez.
Thank you so much, Dr. Manalim. Surely some heartfelt remarks that launch our morning. So without further ado, let me call on our very own forward-looking Chancellor and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs for her inspirational message, none other than full Professor Dr. Felina C. Young. Dr. Young?
Thank you, Ms. Lissy, for that introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, for sure, our best research policy is to never stop researching as we create and design a future that we believe is beneficial to all of us. We live in an epoch when the creation of knowledge is not only an individual responsibility, but a collective endeavor as well. We need research outputs like yours, presenters, that will propel us closer to our ideal future. We never stop thinking and will never stop writing. Congratulations in advance to all of the presenters. Have a great day and enjoy yourselves in this conference. Professor Lissy?
Thank you so much, Dr. Young. We are now overwhelmed with gladness and inspiration as part of the research community of Philippine Women's University. Another who will be inspiring everyone today, please welcome the one, the only, young and dynamic, our Honorable Philippine Women's University President, Mr. Marco Alfredo Moya Benitez. Sir Marco, please take the stage.
Thank you, Ms. Lissy, for that overwhelming description. Have a great day. Good morning. I hope you'll have a satisfying job for today. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The massive disruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic has allowed us to pause for a moment and reflect on the inherent value and pragmatic value of research writing, publication, dissemination, and networking. The pandemic reminds us all over and over again the need for research, innovation, and discovery with or without crisis. After all, the pandemic foreshadows our responsibility for the future. I'd like to congratulate all of the committees for staging this virtual affair headed by Dr. Leo Manalim, the Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, at the same time, the Director for Research and Development Office, for all of your support. Good luck to all of the presenters. We hope that these papers will invite more and more PW scholars to produce research paper. Back to you, Professor Gutierrez.
Thank you so much, Sir Marco. How about that? Totally, we are mesmerized and thrilled for the great things and trajectories ahead of us. And because we want you to have the best experience for today's festival, may we first break the ice by being serenaded with a performance of selected students from the School of Arts and Music in Dayog Gong Ensemble with their Anak ng Sultan by Asin cover.
Sa katimugan sa isang maharlikang tahanan, may isang binatang pinaparusahan, tanging hangad kapayapaan. Sinuway niya ang kanyang sultan pagkat ang nais ay katahimikan sa kanyang bayang sinilangan. Anak ng sultan ay pinaparusahan pagkat wabang nangangkan. Hingkit duwag ba ang tawag sa mga taong ang hangad ay kalay kabila ng kadiliman, dagat man daw na kailalim may hangganan, umasakat maririnig ang sigaw mong kapayapaan. Magtiis ka muna, kaibigan, may ilaw sa kabila ng kadiliman, dagat man daw na kailalim may hangganan, umasakat maririnig ang sigaw mong kapayapaan.
Amazing performance, isn't it? I love the upbeat, but more than that, I like this line from that song. Magtiis ka muna, kaibigan. May ilaw sa kabila ng kadiliman. Dagat man daw na may lalim, may hangganan. So thank you, Indayo Gong Ensemble, for that moving song. For our virtual visitors, the School of Music is the CHED Center of Excellence. We shall proceed to our central part of the festival, a plenary speech from an international research scholar. She will talk on research beyond borders, collaboration, linkages, and networking. Our next speaker is someone who literally goes beyond borders and packs a punch that epitomizes the very essence and image of a researcher. She will be introduced to us by the Associate Professor Satwinder Rehal from the School of Arts and Sciences. Professor Rehal.
Thank you, Lizzie. Nice to see you and nice to also have other participants in this conference. So esteemed conference participants, I'd like to introduce Dr. Payal Ghosh, an associate professor in the Department of Political Science, Lady Brabourne College, Kolkata, India. As we all may know, Kolkata is the home of Saint Mother Teresa of the Order of the Missionaries of Charity. I first met Dr. Ghosh in 2014 during the first international conference of the Africa-Asia Development University Network, which was a joint event by the University of Malaya, Center for Civilizational Dialogue, and the Africa-Asia's Options Project of the Goethe University, Frankfurt. The aim of the conference was to raise awareness on the untapped potentials between Asia and Africa, and to promote the significance of South-South cooperation. Dr. Payal Ghosh was among the list of honored invited plenary speakers during the event. Dr. Ghosh has a number of authored books under her name. A recent book entitled International Relations and Indian Government and Politics received the Award of Excellence in English Textbooks for Colleges in 2020 from the Federation of Indian Publishers, and also recognized by the member of International Publishers Association, Geneva. She has also written a monograph titled Bhutanese Refugees, A Forgotten Saga. This was based on rigorous research in Bhutanese refugee camps in Nepal. She has also jointly edited a book entitled, much recently, Pandemics and Epidemics, Health, Polity, and Economy. Dr. Ghosh is a current member of the International Editorial Board of the International Journal of Political Science, Islamic Azad University, Tehran, Iran. She gets invited as a resource speaker in several international and national events, and she can now include the Philippine Women's University as another feather in her hat. Welcome, Dr. Payal Ghosh.
Thank you, my friend, Associate Professor Dr. Randa Satwinder Rehal, for that very overwhelming introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, first I'd like to say thank you. I'm honored to have been invited to this research festival. The preparation has been very overwhelming to me. I'd like to personally say thank you to the Director for Research and Development Office for always informing me what happens next. So I'm prepared for this virtual conference. As you know, we are still under the pandemic, and challenges of the virtual world are still there. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm Associate Professor Dr. Pio Ghosh from the Department of Political Science, Lady Bourbon College in Kolkata, West Bengal, India. At this juncture, I would be very pleased to receive comments, questions, suggestions, any violent reactions based on my talk, and hopefully we can have more collaborations, networking, perhaps between my college and the Philippine Women's University, when I researched the first university for women in Asia, founded in 1999. Thank you so much for your kind attention, and I look forward to joining you again on the next occasion. I will give back the speaking floor to our Master of Ceremonies. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Associate Professor Dr. P.U. Ghosh from the Department of Political Science, Lady Bourbon College, Kolkata, West Bengal, India. At this juncture, we shall have a short opening forum for the speaker. So for our short bites of open forum with the plenary speaker, here to facilitate are Assistant Professor Kimberly Malca Abellion and Associate Professor Dr. Minchita F. Dumlao to moderate this part. Professor Abellion, Dr. Dumlao, kindly take our virtual stage.
Thank you, Ms. Lissy. At this juncture, we will welcome, much as we would like to have more questions, we can only accommodate 4 to 5 questions. And please use YouTube channel comment box and Facebook comment box for your comments. You can write your names there, your affiliations, and of course, make your questions direct to the point. But if you'd also like to share your comments, reactions to the speaker's presentation, please do so. We will be summarizing at least a few of your comments and suggestions. For the PW faculty members who are watching right now, please, I'd like you to go to your RDO classroom that the RDO has created. You can directly comment your questions there. And I myself, Ms. Abellion, will be reading all of your comments. Right now, we have questions. Question number 1 for our speaker. Why do you think the pandemic needs to be addressed with regard to research, networking, and publication? All right, we have our second question from the PW faculty RDO classroom. The question is not a question actually, but the faculty, Dr. Ghosh, would like to get your email address. So because he's really interested in doing research just like what you do now. Oh, thank you for that, Dr. Ghosh, for graciously giving the email address to our students. So you can email directly our speaker. So at this juncture, I've read the comments of our faculty members. I will give the speaking floor to my partner. Partner, Dr. Dumlao, are you there?
Pleasant day to everyone. Thank you, Kim, for speaking for answer. So far, I think we have already accommodated all of the questions. I would like to thank all of our
Thank you, everyone. This has been Miss Abilion moderating the open forum and my partner, Dr. Dumlao. We'd like to give back the speaking floor to our Master of Ceremonies. Have a great day. Enjoy watching our festival.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dumlao and Professor Abelion. That is quite a ride. Well, one of the key benefits of instilling our hunger for knowledge is that we are able to understand the dynamics of research, collaboration, linkages, and networking. We thank those who asked some questions. Much as we would like to have more questions, our time is not enough. May we personally email Dr. Gosh if you want more of the academic discourse. Can't you just love that energy? Totally, this event makes our horizon wider than it already is. And for the awarding of certificate to the plenary speaker, let me call on the program head of the School of Food Science and Technology, full professor, Dr. Maria Ligaya Braganza. Dr. Braganza, take the spotlight.
Thank you, Professor Lizzie, for allowing me to have the virtual space. At this juncture, I shall read to you the certificate of appreciation to be awarded to our plenary speaker. The Philippine Women's University, Manila, Philippines, Research and Development Office hereby awards the certificate of appreciation to Associate Professor Dr. P.U. Ghosh, Lady Bourbon College, Kolkata, West Bengal, India, in sincerest gratitude for her time and expertise as a plenary speaker during the Impact 2021 at PW Research Festival Beyond Borders, given this 20th day of November 2021 at the Philippine Women's University, Manila, Philippines. Signed, convener, the Director of her Research and Development Office, full Professor Dr. Leonardo O. Munalim. Signed, Chancellor and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, full Professor Dr. Felina C. Young. And signed, the University President, Mr. Marco Alfredo Moya Benitez. Once again, congratulations and thank you, Associate Professor Dr. P.O. Ghosh. We look forward to having you back in the Philippine Women's University on some occasions. Professor Lizzie?
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Braganza, and thank you, Dr. Ghosh. We look forward to having you back in PWU on some occasions. Thank you so much. Would like to say some few words, Dr. Ghosh?
Oh, thank you. Just to close, my email address is there. I'm willing to respond to your questions and queries. We can work on collaborative research. I've researched something about your journals at the Philippine Women's University, and it's something that is really good for collaboration. Thank you so much and have a great day. I would like to personally extend my gratitude to Associate Professor Dr. Rando Satwin Derihal for initiating the invitation and for recommending me to Dr. Munalim. Have a great day, and it has been a pleasure talking in this festival. Thank you, Ms. Lizzie.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ghosh. Now, to keep our momentum, let us immediately proceed to our clusters paper presentation. We have 4 clusters such as Health Cluster, Business Cluster, Humanities Cluster, and Creative JASM Cluster, resulting in a staggering total number of 38 papers for short presentations. For the morning session, we have the Health and Business Cluster. In the afternoon session, we have the Humanities and Creative JASMs Cluster. So before we proceed, may I ask our technical team to post the important links and pin them to the top? The links include the evaluation of our festival for you to get your certificates of participation. We also have the links for the score sheets for the best presenters from the 4 clusters So please, while listening, you may rate the speakers. All right. I think the links have been posted by our technical team. Thank you so much. Now for our actual paper presentation, and let us now have this individual paper presentation. You must be ready, your brain's digestive system, as it will be truly fed with new and exciting ideas that will move perspectives. We will start with the health cluster. And I'll be
To our
calling,
guest speaker,
okay, thank you.
Dr. Q. Gosh, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, and to my fellow COVID-19 vaccine and willingness, I'd like to end this by saying that individual action is essential for collective or herd immunity to be achieved as a public health intervention in a vaccination campaign. We hope that the study will be able to improve the collective efforts for COVID-19 vaccination to put an end to this pandemic. Thank you all for your time and attention. If there are any questions at this virtual stage, we'd be more than happy to answer them.
Good morning, everyone. Let me start my presentation. Introduction and review of related literature. This study could have been carried out in a wide range of age groups, increase the respondents, senior citizens with comorbidities, and those who are unable to read or write. Hence, it is recommended that future researchers conduct related studies with a larger sample of population to better understand the effects of quarantine across all ages. Other studies designed that may act as a basis for creating a well-rounded system to resolve situations that can arise from future pandemics should also be considered. And here are the references selected according to the study presented. Thank you for listening.
And for our presenter who will be presenting live, we have Malsidit B. Sunga, we have Renee Rose T. Padilla, and Ulrika Regis. They are from the Department of Nursing. They will be presenting perception on the effectiveness of distance learning as alternative modality among nursing students in a local university in Manila, Philippines. And
Thank you. And that is our paper. Once again, I am Miss Sunga and with my partner, Miss Padilla and Reyes. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. Let's now move on to Noelle Marie Hagas Fontanilla, and we have Barogaidan Gambalan and Vieno Gino Cruz at the Pharmacy Department with the study Knowledge, Attitudes, and Barriers to Compliance on the New Requirements for the Pharmacy Support Workforce among the independent drugstores in the municipality of Rodriguez Montalban, the province of Rizal, Basis for Support Program.
Thank you so much for your kind attention. This has been Miss Fontanilla. We look forward to your comments and suggestions.
Thank you so much. We have a really hefty presentation this morning session. That is such a blast from the health cluster. So let us now move on and have a time break. We have 12:30 until 1 o'clock break time. We'll be coming back for our next session.
Lisi, i-ano mo na yung business mo na. May
Ah,
business ba?
Diretso.
Continue lang.
Sorry. Diretso pala. Okay, so we will directly proceed to the business cluster. Pagkatapos ko po sabihin yung business cluster, i-play na po? Or
Yeah. Diretso na.
Okay, so we will be directly proceeding to the business cluster.
Good day, everyone. And lastly, gastronomy's viability. With the studies, evidences, and utilization of the gastronomic model, gastronomy in Negros Island is viable and can be all for this paper. Thank you very much, and you have a great day ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I am Leah Jos Magandayao. Income, earnings per share, and share price decrease. It's the income statement accounts had decreased during the pandemic. There are significant differences observed between the financial performance of the banking industry before and during the pandemic. And lastly, the banking industry survey. And that will be all about the research. Thank you very much for listening.
Miss Lissy. Miss Lissy, live presentation.
All right, so now for our live presentation, we have Myra Baez and Dr. Felina C. Young from the CVIBE department. They will be presenting the impact of supply chain variables and service quality dimensions on the lean supply chain management at Lufthansa.
Thank you so much. And this is Dr. Baez, and with my co-researcher, our Chancellor, Dr. Young. Thank you for your kind attention.
All right, so we have now the next presenters on live. We have Jasmia Avilia Kakatian, and we have Maria Victoria U. Rosas. They are also from the CVIBE department with the title Contributions of the Implementations of Micro, Small, and Medium Developments Plan in the Central Luzon towards a proposed economic measures.
Thank you so much for your kind attention. We look forward to your comments and suggestions.
And again, another one from the CVIBE department, we have Lester Naval, Teresita A. for Tona, and they're going to present Moderating Ride of Conflict Management Styles on the Influence of Conflict with Hospital Employees, Work Engagement, and Performance.
Thank you for your kind attention.
Last but not the least, from our business cluster, we have Mark Anthony C. Lat, Maria Ligaya Braganza from the Food Technology. They are going to present development of plant-based nutritious emergency food reserve.
Thank you for your kind attention.
All right, so that is a total blast for today. Thank you to all our presenters this morning. That ends our first two cluster presentation. For this morning session's evaluation and for our certificate, you may now check the links to the evaluation. We will resume at 1 p.m. for the cluster paper presentation from the Humanities and Creative JASM clusters. Please enjoy your lunch.
Okay, and then balik tayo sa afternoon. At ito yung ipi-play ko immediately at 1 in the afternoon.
Once again, welcome to Philippine Women's University. Welcome to Impact 2021 PWU Research Festival Beyond Borders. This afternoon session, we hope that you have a really good lunch. And don't forget our hashtag PWU Festival and hashtag Impact 2021. And I'm your host, Lizzie Gutierrez, Associate Professor from PWU School of Arts and Sciences. So how was your lunch doing, guys? So are you having a great day now that we're half of the way through our presentations? Anyone here from the audience? How about let me call on blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. We would like to invite all of you to post your selfies and updates on your personal social media accounts using our hashtag PWU Research, hashtag Impact 2021. Again, that is PWU Research and hashtag Impact 2021. And let us now have the individual paper presentation for the afternoon session. But before we proceed, may I ask our technical team to post the important links and pin them to the top. The links include the evaluation of our festival for you to get your certificates and participation. So we also have the links to the score sheets for the best presenters from the 4 clusters. So please, while listening, you may rate the speakers. All right. I think the links have been posted by our technical team. Thank you so much. You must ready your brains for this afternoon session. Again, humming to our digestive system as it will be truly fed with new and exciting ideas that will move perspectives. We will start with the humanities cluster.
Good day, everyone. My research title is The Litany of Challenges and Adjustments Among Teachers in the Division of Northern Samar During the COVID-19 Pandemic Has Tested Each and Everyone. It may seem negative outcomes, thus it brings lesson to ponder for a lifetime. These are my references.
3 plus 5 plus 7. 21 is equals to 5 plus 7 plus 9. And if it is a product of 2 even or 2 odd numbers, and on the contrary, it is not odd sum if it is a prime number or twice an odd number. Odd sum can be with unique.
All right, so for our live presentation from the Humanities Cluster, we have Irvin Joed Biazon from the Education, and he will be presenting Probing the Theory to Practice Gap Among Filipino Nurses, laying the groundwork for a translation program.
Thank you so much for your kind attention.
And now for the least but not the last, not the least, we have Francisco S. Garcia III, Education Department, Programming Pangwika Tugon sa Salingkurang Pagsasanay para sa mga gurong mangyan.
Thank you so much for your kind attention. We look forward to your comments and suggestions, and of course, collaboration.
Thank you so much to our humanities presenters. Now we will be directly proceeding to the Creative and JASMS cluster.
Philippine Women's University, Jose Abad Santos Memorial School, JASMS Way, endeavoring excellence through decades of progressive education. The term progressive education was used to describe concepts and studies designed to make schools more effective agencies of a democratic society. This concept was significant since it had something to do with the current study conducted by the researcher on the JASMS Way's philosophical to replicate these references. Before I end my presentation, allow me to read this famous quotation of Doreen Barber Campoa, A child grows up only once, so let this child will be a happy one. Once again, the Philippine Women's University, Jose Abad Santos Memorial School, Jason's Way, endeavoring excellence through decades of progressive education.
A pleasant day to everyone. I am Daniela Isabel. Forms could provide sufficient for today. Again, this is Daniela Isabel Ganoli from Jose Abad Santos Memorial School, and I am with my research advisor, Ms. Faye M. Dun. If you have any questions or clarifications, feel free to raise them now.
Okay, for our live presentation from the Creative and JASM's cluster, we have Christopher Q. Gozum from the Fine Arts and Design. He will be presenting exploratory case study on curating collaborative design learning activities for the Pugon Artisan of Bayambang, Pangasinan, Philippines.
Thank you so much for your kind attention. We look forward to your comments. Thank you.
And to save the best for last, we have here Paulo Daniel C. Pardo from the music department. He will be presenting to us the confluence of Philippine ethnic music and music composition at the threshold of modernism 1933 to 1960.
Thank you for your kind attention. This has been Paulo, your presenter.
Thank you to all of our presenters. That ends our clustered paper presentation this afternoon and the whole festival. For this afternoon sessions, evaluation, and for your certificate, you may now check the links to the evaluation. Now, please submit your scores for the best presenters. Our committee will now compute the scores. And while we are waiting for the results, may we call on Associate Professor Mita Sheila Yoon for the awarding of certificates to our paper presenters and to our virtual attendees. Miss Yoon?
Thank you, Miss Anne. Okay. The Philippine Women's University Research and Development Office certificate of participation is given to, for presenting his research paper during the Impact 2021 PWU Research Festival Beyond Borders, given this 20th day of November 2021 at the Philippine Women's University, Manila, Philippines. Signed, the Director for Research and Development Office, Full Professor Dr. Leonardo O. Munalim. Signed, the Chancellor and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Full Professor Dr. Felina C. Young, and signed, the University President, Mr. Marco Alfredo M. Benitez. Congratulations to all the presenters. Another certificate for the virtual attendance. The Philippine Women's University Research and Development Office certificate of participation is given to, for his virtual attendance during the Impact 2021 PWU Research Festival Beyond Borders, given this 20th day of November 2021 at the Philippine Women's University, Manila, Philippines. Signed, the Director for the Research and Development Office, Full Professor Dr. Leonardo O. Munalim. Signed, the Chancellor and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Full Professor Dr. Felina C. Young, and signed, the University President, Mr. Marco Alfredo M. Benitez. Congratulations again to all the presenters. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Yoon, for that, for presenting our certificates. So I think the results are not yet in, so we can bring you another intermission number from the School of Music, Assistant Professor Benchito Carino with his cover on El Dia Que Me Quieras, The Day When You Will Love Me. Thank you for that performance, really wonderful. And now the results are in. So may I call on Associate Professor Dr. Shirley A. Padua to do the honors. Dr. Padua, please take the stage.
Thank you, Professor Lizzie, for introducing me. At this juncture, I will read to you the certificate. At this juncture, it's my honor to announce to you the winners, the best presenters from the 4 clusters. Are you ready? From the health cluster, the winner is Miss Juana de la Cruz. Congratulations, from the School of Fine Arts and Design. School of Nursing. Moving on to our second winner from the business cluster. The winner is Juana Hutuhot from Conrado Benitez Institute for Business Education with her co-advisor, Dr. Felina Yang. Moving on to our humanities cluster, the Best Presenter Award is bagged by, from the School of Arts and Sciences, we have Associate Professor Dr. Randos Satwinder Rihal. Congratulations. And finally, to sum up our winners for today, the best presenters from the Creative JASMs cluster, I believe the MC said it right, to save the best for last. Our winner is from School of Music. The paper is The Confluence of Philippine Ethnic Music and Music Composition at the Threshold of Modernism, 1933 to 1960. Our winner is Mr. Paulo Daniel C. Pardo. Congratulations. At this juncture, I will read to you your certificates. The Philippine Women's University, Manila, Philippines, Research and Development Office hereby awards the certificate of recognition to our winners, Juana de la Cruz, Juana Hutuhot, Associate Professor Satwinder Rihal, and we have Paulo Pardo for bagging the Best Presenter Award during the Impact 2021, a PW Research Festival Beyond Borders, given this 20th day of November 2021 at the Philippine Women's University, Manila, Philippines, signed by yours truly, the convener, Impact 2021, and the Director for Research and Development Office, Full Professor Dr. Leonardo Munalim, signed Chancellor and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Full Professor Dr. Felina C. Young, finally signed by the University President, Mr. Marco Alfredo Moya Benitez. Once again, congratulations to all of you and to all of the presenters. Back to you, Professor Gutierrez.
Thank you, Dr. Padua, for that cheering announcement. And again, congratulations to not only our winners, but our presenters as a whole. Indeed, these research presentations are highly relevant to all of us. Surely a clear message that hinges on our capacity and a call for action for a better world of research. This has been a very satisfying academic fellowship this 2021. And to close it, may I welcome full professor Dr. Antonio Yu, the Dean of the PWU Conrado Benitez Institute for Business Education. Dr. Yu.
Thank you so much. Enjoy, and we look forward to seeing you once again in the next Research Festival prepared for you, Impact 2022. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yu. That is really heartwarming. We are all overwhelmed this whole day. Do not forget to evaluate our festival to get your certificates. This has been Associate Professor Lizzie Gutierrez signing off. But before bidding goodbye, please wait a while for our photo opportunity. Our live stream will soon be officially over. See you all in our next year's Impact 2022 Research Festival. And thank you to all of our committees. I will be seeing you in our next year's festival. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye, guys.
All right, tapos na.
Okay na po.
Yes, I have stopped the recording. Wala nang? Ay, oo nga, wait lang. Wait lang. Oo nga. Tinanggal ko pala yung pin. Oo nga, thank you. I will. Miss Lizzie. Miss Lizzie, are you listening to me?
Apo.
Miss Lizzie, after your closing spiel, your last word, huwag ka nang mag-announce ng Philippine Women's Hymn. Automatically i-play ko na.
Parang may nakalagay po dito. After po siya ni Dr. Yu, automatically the
Ay,
play.
Ay, hindi na. Kasi I talked to Sir Vlad, iba-iba siya.
Okay. So, totally dito na sa dulo. Hindi
Yeah.
na tayo mag-goodbye. So, ang gagawin ko na lang po, sir, thank you to all our committee. Tapos, diretso na.
Yes, your speech with Dr. Yu, and then you thank him, and then your closing spiel, and then good luck, take care of yourself, then automatic. Huwag ka nang mag-announce ng PWM. Diretso ko nang i-play.
So,
Okay?
ganito na lang po. After ko pong thank you, for example, thank you, Dr. Yu, for your closing remarks and reminders na lang. Do not forget to evaluate our festival to get your certificates. And then this has been Associate Professor Lizzie Gutierrez signing off. But before bidding goodbye, please wait a while for our photo opportunity. Our live stream will soon be officially over, and see you next year's Impact 2022 Research Festival. Thank you to all our committees. Tapos hymn na po.
Yes. After your last word, I will play the PW hymn.
Okay. So thank you to all of our committees.
Philippine Women's University. Tapos na. Yeah, mag-up na kayo, yes. Yeah. Live stream. And then attendees, please stay for the photo op, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so yes, after the hymn, photo op, yes. Nag-share ako, let me see. Tab. Doon sa video. Kasi yes, magpo-full screen. Let us check. Sige, let's try.
Philippine Women's University, Jose Abad Santos Memorial School, Chesamsville.
Ito.
Endeavoring
Oo, original ito. Hindi ito yung template ni Miss Rona na send ko sa presenter. Ito, automatic kasi siyang ganito. Ano bang,
Excellence through
wait lang
decades
ha.
of
Kasi ito na yun, Blood. Ito na yung nakaano. Kasi nakikita ko yung araw eh. So, pero okay lang naman. Oo. Okay. So what is the best option?
progressive education. The term progressive education
Okay, so ito naka-full na ito. Oo. Yeah, automatic siya, nagaganon. I'll check another one. Oo, try natin sa iba. Ito. Kay Sir, ayan. Ay, automatic to. Oo, dun sa format ko. Wait lang ha. So, hindi ko i-automatic, Vlad? Ito, play automatic. So, play on click ako? Ayan. That's right. Yun ang nangyari. I did not click the play button. Automatic siya. Uy, anong nangyari? Ay! Uy, bakit hindi siya nag-automatic? Okay, I'll check this. Dapat ito, nagpe-play automatic.
Good day, everyone. My research title is The Litany of Challenges and Adjustments Among Teachers.
Again? Ang ano? Okay. So, hindi na ako sige, try ko nga. Okay, let me check. Here. Let me check. Dito ako. And then.
Good day, everyone. My research title is The Litany of Challenges and Adjustments Among Teachers in the Division of Northern Samar during the COVID-19.
Ayun. Sige, sige. Okay. All right, any comments from the members, those who have watched our dry run, so that we can improve, we can fine-tune the technical problems, whatever. but we're ready for 20 whole day. Any comments to the MC? May comment ko lang sa MC is, Miss Lizzie, bagalan mo ng konti. Konti lang, isang ano lang, isang level.
Bali, may problema po ko sa background. Baka matulungan tayo ni Sir Vlad right now. Hindi kami makapag-change ng background.
Opo.
Din. Okay. Actually, any account po. Any account po cannot. Let me show you po. Yes, I'm using my personal.
Pandemic, a phenomenon.
Actually, kahit ano po yung meeting ko. Let me share to you po, sir.
Hindi siya gumagana kahit Gmail ko, Sir Bob, Sir Bob and Sir Vlad.
So, sir, this is
Ayaw
my
ko na.
personal account po. Kung mapapansin nyo, personal account na po siya. Kapag pinindot ko po itong visual effects, wala na po siyang makikitang iba. Wala po siyang add-ons na nakalagay supposedly dito. Dito, wala din po siya. Supposedly, dyan po nakalagay. Ito, yeah. Yeah, this one po. Wala. Sir, wala po siya. I'm using personal account po. Wala po. Ito. Personal account po ito. Itong gamit ko right now. Wala siya, sir.
Sige, I'll check if I can change. I'll try. Baka yung host nga. Ako yung host eh. Ako palang kasalanan, may kasalanan, Diyos ko.
Sige, sir.
I'll try. Okay, sige. I will try. Then if that's the case, then I need to delete the invite and then we'll go to my personal invite. I'll check it after our dry run. Sige. Correct. I see it, the plus. But question, Sir Vlad, if in case my personal Gmail works, then how many participants can we accommodate for non-Google, non-PW account holders? Oo. Hindi, ang dami nating speaker. Less than 100. 38. Tapos may mga more than 2, more than 3. Anyway, Miss Lizzie. Mm-mm. So ilan? Ay, Ginoo. Hindi, uy. Hindi pwede, wag na. Okay lang. Red. Bumili ka na ng tela sa Divisoria, Miss Lizzie, ng pula.
Wait po sir, nagtatry ako ng something different na style. Sandali lang po sir parang, ayaw talaga. Ayaw talaga. Oo nga, lumalapit. Pagka po ba malayo, like for this distance po, pakita ko po, this distance po, rinig po ng maayos.
Okay lang, yes.
Okay lang po.
Anong headroom?
Yan.
Okay.
Ito po. Sandali lang po para alam ko kung anong arrangement po. Ganyan po. Okay. Wait lang po. Kailangan po kasi malaman ko kung ano yung ilaw. Kasi parang madilim. Parang pagka ganito po kalayo, madilim po. Or
Lizzie, ipadala ko sa yung ring light ko.
Ma'am Lizzie, I think meron kasing maliwanag dun sa likod. Merong
bintana
may
po.
ilaw. Yeah.
Bintana po siya. Naka-curtains na po yan. Inayos ko lang po yung ilaw kasi po madilim. Yan po.
Naka-blur ba yung background mo? Did you set it on a blur?
Yes po. Maximum blur.
That's better. Okay.
Wala po eh. Ganyan. Ano ba? Sandali lang po Ganito po. Ganito po siya pagkakabilang side po ng table. Okay lang po ba to?
Miss Lizzie, I suggest you wear not a black one. Kasi
No, white po. White po yung doon.
Okay, good.
Terno. White na terno po.
Pero pang baba, wala.
Hindi po ano po siya, talagang full na terno. Pagka ganito po, okay lang po.
Siguro pwede walang salamin.
Tatanggalin ko po yung salamin.
Ibaba.
Are you using your laptop? Are you using your laptop, Ma'am Lizzie?
Opo. Ganito po yung passive niyang pwesto sa araw ng nakatayo po ako. Ganyan. Hello? Naririnig
Okay naman na yung okay lang naman yung background eh.
Okay lang naman yan kasi mas malayo yung background.
Ayan.
Actually po,
ganyan,
ganito po
okay
ang
na, okay
pwesto
yan.
kasi nakatayo po ako pagka nag-host.
Para mas malakas yung energy mo. Oo.
Okay na po yun.
Mukhang okay naman na to. Oo.
Sige po.
Additional lighting.
Padala ko sa yung ring light ko, Miss Lizzie. Speedy delivery.
Ganito po siya. Ganito po itsura pag nakatayo ako. Ito lang po. Lamp.
Oo nga, you need a ring light.
Papadala ko. Malapit lang naman, Makati lang si Miss Lizzie.
Sige po.
And Miss Lizzie, it's okay na if there is someone speaking or presenting, okay lang naman na you can turn off your computer.
Kanina lang po
Para
kasi,
mas makapagpahinga ka.
oo nga,
Oo.
nakakalay. Pero kanina lang
Oo.
po kasi pag malapit na. Pag malapit na po yung end.
Yeah, oo, ganun.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait lang po Subukan ko po dito sa kabilang account, sa mismong PWU account.
Yeah, adjust video lighting on.
Okay po. Wait po I-search, ibibigay ko po, tapos try nyo po kung tama. So, i-switch ko lang po ito sa sandali lang po.
Correct.
Automatic siya. It will need permission.
Correct.
Yes.
Tama.
Sir,
But if
ganito po
PWU
mangyayari.
account, automatic.
Ganito na po yung adjust, ayan po, adjust video lighting. Ganito na po siya. Ganito po siya magiging malinaw. Try ko pong pumasok.
Maingay. Ayan, better, Miss Liz. Yung audio mo, wala kang audio. Muted.
Ayan
Yeah,
po.
okay.
In-out ko lang ng isa. Ito po yung PWU lang po gagamitin ko. Pero hindi po ba masyadong malinaw? Parang mapula. Masyado mapula.
Sakto nga, okay lang.
Video. Pero pag gantong distance, naririnig po ka ng maayos.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Wala. Kasi hindi may sira po yung ano ko.
Doc Leo, padala mo na rin yung headset para
Sige,
isang
padala ko.
mail
Magre-record
na lang.
naman ako eh.
Hindi po yung laptop. Hindi
Laptop
po
na din. Joke lang.
Hindi po ano yung audio jack. Hindi po maayos yung audio jack. So,
Okay.
So,
Malinaw naman.
pero ngayon po, pagka naka-loudspeaker, wala naman po siyang blockage or something.
Wala.
So, Miss Lizzie, yung yung audio na pinapakinggan mo, saan nanggagaling? Sa laptop or sa cellphone?
Sa laptop po
Yung
lahat.
naririnig.
Sa
Okay,
laptop.
okay.
Wala po akong ginagamit na ibang device. Kasi po pagka
Okay.
nag-headset po, parang ganito po siya mangyayari. Naririnig niyo po ako na maayos kapag naka-headset.
Yes.
Maayos.
Right.
Hello?
Yes.
Mas maayos po ba pag naka-headset? For example, ganito. Ayan. Hindi po.
Okay.
Parang naka-robotic po lahat.
Okay.
Nagbabounce po yung boses pagka naka-headset. So, kailangan naka-loudspeaker. Ganito po yung ganito po siya lagi, yung sound. Wala naman po kayo naririnig background.
Wala.
Background noise.
Wala naman. Okay, clear naman.
Okay.
Mas
Doctor,
okay na rin yung naka-blur. I think it's better than kasi the reason why we cannot share personal background is the G Suite subscriber for educational institution is not yet, it's not yet open yung pag-share ng personal background for G Suite accounts. So not yet now. Yung mga non-educational institutions lang yung mayroong personal background, available yung personal background. So yun. So we will be waiting for the update ng G Suite.
okay.
Okay.
Dr. Dumlao, yung kaninang part mo, yung internet mo, malayo ka. What happened?
Naka-data ako kasi.
Okay. How about on the
Kanina,
actual
oo.
day?
Dito naman ako sa bahay. Kanina kasi lumabas ako. So,
Okay.
but on the actual day, dito naman sa
Okay.
Wi-Fi.
Sige. Thank you. So far, any comments? We're all excited. Hopefully, it's walang masyadong technical problem. Today, after the conference, after recording my speech, I will compute really the number of hours of presentation, pre-recorded conversation or recordings, together with the possible number of minutes for the live presentation, so that I can decide whether or not we accommodate a short open forum for the presenters. If not, we'll stick to the original recommendation of the committees to just make it a pure research festival without open forum. But let's see how we can accommodate at least. At least we have 3 questions. In the morning siguro, Miss Lizzie, 3, and then in the afternoon. Pero hindi na yung per cluster kasi medyo kakain naman siya ng oras.
Yeah. Dr. Leo.
Hello,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Punas na
Nice
po
clouds. May clouds.
Punas na po
May
siya.
pagka-cloudy.
Actually, punas na po yan. Sa
I
lagay
think
niyo po.
I think Sir Vlad sa lightning siya eh.
Punas na po. Sa lagay na yan.
Dito sa may window part. Dr. Leo, may
Yes.
akong question about sa recordings. Were all of the 38 presenters recorded or some are not?
Hindi ito. I'll show it to you so that merong isang cluster na almost na present, almost na pre-record. Pre-record.
Okay. So there are some which are recorded and then some are live.
That's right. Ano siya,
Okay.
Dr. Dumlao, mas marami, 95% ang pre-recorded.
Okay. So wala tayong problema masyado sa queuing because I'm thinking yun nga we can create Hangouts group chat for the presenters para sa queuing. So wala tayong maybe for those who are going to do live, wala tayong dead air kasi we want to avoid like one presenter is on its turn but parang may dead end na we have to wait or something happened. So we need to queue or we need to monitor them in Hangouts. Like, okay, let's say Lizzie is, okay, this Professor Y is next. Okay, Professor Y, you're next. Okay, please prepare your blah, 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 something like that.
Dr. Dumlao,
So we can make sure.
what I'm thinking is we can only create a Google Hangout only for those who will go live. So ito yung
Live,
naka-block
yes,
ang
that's
live.
it.
So si Miss Sunga, ang
yes.
tabayanan niya si Sister. Yung matapos
Yeah.
si Sister kasi pre-recorded. And then susunod na si Fontanilla. And then dito, before kay Dr. Baez, ang tabayanan niya si Alejandro tsaka si Lalisan. So ito lang yung i-add ko doon sa Google Hangout. These ones in black.
Okay.
Para for queuing. Ayan.
Okay. So we need to have a Hangouts for them.
Okay, sige. Noted po.
Yes.
I'll include that in the guidelines. Last and final email today before the conference. Thank you po.
Okay.
And then Dr. Dumlao and Ms. Abilion, in case after this, I will compute the number of minutes. In case we still have a few minutes for open forum, then you know what to do. Just like what you do with after the plenary session. Kahit dalawang
Okay, okay.
question, ayan.
Okay.
All right, so far, so good. We asked the Lord's guidance on November 20. This is our first research festival during the pandemic. We are just also at the same time testing the water and all of the technical problems that may arise. But with his guidance, we are confident that we can pull this through. Thank you so much for all your support. I will see you on November 20. We thank the Lord for this beautiful day, November 16, 2021. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you po.
Thank you.